Hello, what's up? My name is Lauren. I am the owner, creator, founder of Black Nerd Swag, and this is going to be the first of many, many videos because you should know what I look like if I'm asking you to take surveys and possibly pay money for me to send you a box at least once a month, right? So I figure you should know what I look like. Yes, I believe I am black. That's how I identify myself. I also like nerdy shit, so I'm a black nerd. I had to clarify that because someone has been commenting. I know it's going to be a bunch of comments eventually about me not being a black nerd because I didn't put the word blurred in the name of this new company. Yeah, because apparently they don't understand what blurred means and where it comes from. It means black nerd. So whether I say black nerd or I say blurred really doesn't make that much of a damn difference. You supposed to mean the same thing. But I don't know if it really means the same thing because every time I see a black Comic-Con, everybody else at the black Comic-Con is the sponsors or the I don't know what it is. This is what I see. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate about this, but every time I'm seeing like black Comic-Cons and they have the word blurred in it, they don't say black Comic-Con. It says blurred. And then people go on this whole thing about explaining how, well, it's not just black people, we mean everybody can be a blurred. So that person who decided to comment and shit on my posts, instead of arguing about and trying to discredit me for being a black nerd, why don't you go after those people creating the blurred cons out there who are out there talking about everybody can be a blurred? How about you go after them? Because I don't think there's anything wrong with being black. But apparently, in order for people not to seem racist because they're so afraid of what people are going to say about them, they in every statement for a blurred con that I have seen so far, oh, we accept everybody. We don't mean just black people. You can come. Listen, New York Comic-Con, a Comic-Con I go to for the last few years, they don't release statements talking about this Comic-Con is for everyone. Only black Comic-Cons are the only ones who have to justify themselves. I don't have a statement on Black Nerd Swag saying everyone can get a box. I don't. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think I have to justify any of that. This is about a box that someone can get that will feature a black character or a black writer and creator. That's what this is about featuring us. That yes, we do create sci-fi and we do create comic books and we write comic books, and that we create worlds that are outside the mainstream, and black people can be in space and brown people can be in space, and these things can happen, and we can create complex things that are cool. That's what this is about, to showcase us, because there's no other boxes that do that. And I'm gonna prove your point right now because I subscribe to some of these boxes. So Comic Book Bintu, this is my box for Comic Book Bintu. This is a box, I believe this is a December box. I have yet to open it. So I'm going to open it right now. And I'm going to show you what the hell I'm talking about. Now, it'll be funny. I've been a subscriber with Comic Book Bintu for over a year now. I subscribed to them when they were at the Comic-Con in 2016, and I had conversations with some of them. Very decent people, very nice people. And just to make it clear in case they see this, I have nothing against them. I had good conversations with them. Throw that over there. These are the comic books I'm getting from Comic Book Bintu, because I'm going to prove my point here. I've been a subscriber with them for over a year. I can count on my hand the number of comic books that I've had that even had one black character, even if that black character was just scenery. Very few. I think a total of probably 2 now. Now, if you want to count brown characters, I guess we shouldn't identify as black. Well, a little bit more than what's them. So let's look at what we got here. Van Helsing. I don't believe this person is black. Well, maybe we want to say that this person is brown or some type of Latino. We could make that assumption. If that assumption makes you feel good. You can. The coloring is dusky, so maybe she is a Latina. I don't know. That'll be awesome. This is my December. Conan. What is Conan? Is Conan a black person? I don't think Conan is black. I don't think Conan is black. I've never seen a black Conan yet in the movies, but hey, this is my December comic book Bintu. Oh wow, this is a cool one. This comic actually has a black person on it. You know why? Because we've been lucky enough to get Rogue One this time around. And Forrest Whitaker actually is on the front cover. You can see Forrest up here. We know who he plays. So this was surprising. There we go. He's even a picture in here. Look. But he's not the main character. He's a side character. And if you look at what happened with him in the movie, and you know who Saw Gerrera is, because I'm a Star Wars big fan, you know that Saw Gerrera is a really important character in the Star Wars mythology, the Star Wars canon. And well, he's here, so we got one. Last 10 boxes, there were no black characters, even as sidekicks, even as characters that had a line. So this is interesting. These are my comic books for December for a comic book subscription. So that is one out of, well, that would make it four, maybe five. I'm considering this other character I saw black or brown comic books out of. Let's see, they send me about 4 to 5 or 6 comic books a month. I've been a subscriber for them for over a year. So let's see, October, November, December. I've been a subscriber for what, 13 to 14 months, and maybe 4 comic books with a character. Not one of those characters that were black were actually the main character of a series. And that's the reason why that's actually the reason why I'm doing a Black Nerd Swag, because I'm not saying, oh, here's another one. I don't know what the hell this crap is. I haven't read through this. I don't know. Oh, this shit is looks like a wizard or some shit. Oh, a white guy. I don't know. I might read that later. But the point of the matter is, I've been with them for over a year. They haven't had a box that was full of black characters. And I know how they source their comics, by the way. And they haven't had a box where the main character was black. I've never received one of those boxes. I've been with them for about 13 to 14 months. You can go to Loot Crate, same thing. If you get a black character, like Rogue One has a black character, he's not the main character. He's only in maybe about 4 pages of that book, most likely. You see, so that's the point of Black Nerd Swag, because if I'm giving these comic books, I'm reading them, and I'm giving these comic books to my nephew, out of all the comic books that he's read, because he's read over 60 comic books just from that subscription, because we read the same comic books, he's seen maybe 4 black people in the damn comic book itself. And most of them don't have a line. It's like the black guy was walking down the street with the crowd, and they just painted this person brown so you knew. Let's see. And the other character was either a side character, like a Saw Gerrera and some other kid who's part of, and I think the book the comic book that we got, he wasn't even the main character. I know he's in something that became a series. I can't remember, but the point of the matter is, out of 60, 65, maybe 70 comic books, we've had maybe 4 characters of color. Maybe 2 or 3 of them we can say for sure possibly were black. Yeah. And that was us being lucky. So this is the point of Black Nerd Swag. I wanted to be able to send people a box where they can feel like proud that, hey, this person who drew this comic book is black. This character they're featuring is black. This t-shirt has a black character on it. This wristband has a black character name or signal or whatever on it. This button, this sticker has someone on it that is black. That's all this is about, so that we can see representation, that we're just not a figment of the fucking imagination. That's the point of this whole thing. It's not about you're not a nerd enough, you're not black enough, you're not a nerd enough. It ain't about I'm discriminating. It's about I want to see, I'm paying my money for this subscription. I'm a black person. I would like to see one black author in that box. I haven't, not one of the comic books I have received from that company has had a black writer in any of those comic books. Not one. Not one. And I'm paying for that every month. I'm paying money every month to subscribe to something that doesn't represent me in any way, and they're not thinking about representing me in any way, because these companies aren't thinking about the black or brown people who are also nerds or like comic books, nerds or geeks. They ain't thinking about you. And you know why, how I know? Because I work with some of these companies, because I am a marketer. I work with them. When I bring up, hey, let's market to some black folks because they actually read these things and they like these things, they tell me no. That's not their demographic. They have no interest in you. So here I am having an interest in you because I have a black nephew and he is a nerd. He likes reading these things. And I think he should be able to read a comic book for once that was written by someone black, that has characters featured as someone black, doing some interesting and cool and fantastical things. Now, Black Nerd Swag within itself, does that mean that there'll never be a white person in Black Nerd Swag? Like you'll open a box and never see white people? No, I didn't say any of that as well, because most of us, nerds, geeks, whatever the hell you want to call yourselves, like different things. Some of you are big anime fans. You love, if you could be Japanese, you would. You love anime that damn much. And you want to see more anime. There are black people who like anime. There are black people. There's a whole company right now that makes black anime. But not all the characters are black. They draw anime. Their art. They draw they make megas. Does that mean they don't get a chance to be in the box? No, they do. But the thing is, we might have a box where Superman is in a box, for all I know. Does that mean that Superman will ever be a feature? No. Superman could be I'm talking about the regular Superman. I ain't talking about the black one that they came out with. I ain't talking about that person. But Superman, you might have Batman and Superman in a Black Nerd Swag box, but they can never be featured in the box. So if there's a poster with Batman on it, most like that poster is drawn by a black person. If there is a Batman comic in it, best believe that the other 4 comics in that box are featuring black people, most of them written by black people or brown people, that everything else in the box is pretty much a celebration of being black, of being African American, a celebration of us and all the cool things we can do in and out of nerddom, whether it's mainstream, Marvel, DC, Valiant, or whether it's independent, like Stranger Comics. It can all be in Black Nerd Swag. And at some point, it probably will all be in Black Nerd Swag. But Black Nerd Swag will be the only subscription box that is dedicated really to us, featuring black artists and writers and creators, featuring black characters. So Batman can be in the box, but Batman can never get the shine. That's the point of Black Nerd Swag. It'll always be the point of Black Nerd Swag. So if you had a problem with a box where it's going to feature black people, that even if they are white characters, that most likely they were drawn or written by black people, or that, or on the flip side, if you're going to have a problem that you might get a box where there's Superman in it, even though there's going to be the other items in there, the other comic books in there are all going to be black characters written by black folks, you got a problem that there might be a Star Wars box in it. Well, probably so, because I'm a big Star Wars fan, but it's only going to feature all the black characters that we have seen in Star Wars, And at this point, they got enough that we can actually have a Star Wars box because Lando's got a comic book. You know, if you're going to get mad at that, then this ain't for you because I ain't got time for the haters. And neither does my nephew, who is 10 years old. We're doing this for fun. We're doing this to show that, yeah, we do these things. We're doing this so that we can have more items. Like there are not a lot of t-shirts with black characters on it. I want to make those things and the figures and all this other cool stuff that we got planned for Black Nerd Swag. And with your help, for those of you who are going to be supporters, you're going to help us make this possible for you. And that's what I'm really looking forward in this year, still 2017 at the time of this video, into 2018, because we're really hoping to get the first Black Nerd Swag box all shipped out in February, Black History Month, the month that Black Panther's coming out. So we're hoping to get that all set and done. For those of you who like to support, we will appreciate you. We always will appreciate you. And I will always support my Black creators, comic book writers. And I hope that they will say yes to wanting to be in the box in 2018. We will see. But look, if you are in support of this, love you to death. Comment below and tag, well, don't tag me, but let me know if there's people that you've encountered, like you read some comic books by some Black artists that I probably haven't heard of yet, because I know some. There's a bunch of them out there that are really good. I don't know specifically who they are, because I might have read a comic book, didn't pay attention to who actually produced it. So put that in the comments to let me know so I know who to start looking and contacting. Because remember, guys, my nephew is 10 years old. I'm not going to have him on the phone calling strange people. I will call strange people and email strange people. So write it below. Comment on the video. Like, let me know. Like, hey, check out so-and-so. Check out so-and-so. Let me know. Because the more you let me know, the more I can start reaching out and contacting people so we can start figuring out how to source these comments for the box. So for those of you who are not haters, who are here to support, thank you very much. We will appreciate you, and I will always appreciate you, and I'll always show my appreciation because I am very good at taking care of people who support me. For the rest of you haters, please troll me on this because I'm not like those other ones. I'm not like those other those other Black nerds who don't say shit or just block your account. I'm a different kind of person, and I'm gonna enjoy coming after you back and forth in the comments because I can do that all day. I actually get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I have fun with it. I will make you wish you hadn't commented. So please do it because it actually helps me promote my brand. So as you are hating below, please continue to do it because you're actually helping me promote Black Nerd Swag, because I know you have the problem because I put black in it. Anything with black in it, it has to be bad, terrible, can't exist. Please comment below. Please say something crazy below because you're actually going to help me promote my stuff. And I do appreciate you too, but you're going to wish you never commented. Anyway, see you guys later. As you can see, I got to get back to my comic books and planning for the comic book for the blackest box you ever seen in 2018, which will be the February Black Nerd Swag box. I promise it will be the blackest box, but it can only be as black as you help me make it. So make sure if there's some artists out there, if there's some comic book artists, writers out there who you really like, that you've encountered, that you would really like to see in this box, please comment below so I can actually follow these people and see what's it about. And maybe they might be in a Black Nerd Swag box near you. See you guys later. Deuces.